Billionaire tech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy, who of course has been chosen by Donald Trump to co-lead the Department of Government Efficiency, because nothing says government efficiency like having two people do the job of one. But nevertheless, Ramaswamy is under fire right now for comments that he made that are just, there's no other way to say it, anti-American. Ramaswamy went out and attacked what he calls American culture because we allegedly value the jocks more than we do the smart kids. And I'll read you his full statement in just a moment, but it was funny because even conservatives on Fox News were attacking him, with one of them going as far, I think this one was on CNN, saying, sounds like somebody got stuffed in a locker more than once in high school. But yes, Ramaswamy is furious that we value sports more than we value education. And he may have a point there, but I'll get more to that in a minute. Here is what Ramaswamy said that, again, clearly to me is just anti-American and flat out stupid and wrong. Here it is. Our American culture has venerated mediocrity over excellence for way too long, at least since the 90s and likely longer. That doesn't start in college, it starts young, he said. A culture that venerates Corey from Boy Meets World, or Zack and Slater over Screech and Saved by the Bell, or Stefan over Steve Urkel and Family Matters will not produce the best engineers. Fact. I know multiple sets of immigrant parents in the 90s who actively limited how much their kids could watch those TV shows precisely because they promoted mediocrity, and their kids went on to become wildly successful STEM graduates. More movies like Whiplash, fewer reruns of Friends. More math tutoring, fewer sleepovers. More weekend science competitions, fewer Saturday morning cartoons. More books, less TV. More creating, less chillin'. More extracurriculars, less hanging out at the mall. I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. I'm going to continue in a minute, but Vivek, have you left your house since the 90s? Because to me, it doesn't seem like you've left your house since the 90s. First of all, Saturday morning cartoons, I don't even think that's a thing that has existed in over 20 years, man. These kids are hanging out at the malls. When was the last time you went to a mall? Like, go to a mall? It's like a freaking ghost town. Kids don't hang out at the mall anymore. What a friggin' idiot. Like, tell me you're clueless about American society without saying you're clueless. That's what this is. Like, these damn kids at the mall? Nope, not happening. Most malls have shut down. But he continues. Most normal American parents look skeptically at those kinds of parents. More normal American kids view those kinds of kids with scorn. If you grow up aspiring to normalcy, normalcy is what you will achieve. I don't even know what the hell that means. Now close your eyes and visualize which families you knew in the 90s or even now who raised their kids according to one model versus the other. Be brutally honest. Normalcy doesn't cut it in a hyper-competitive global market for technical talents, and if we pretend like it does, we'll have our asses handed to us by China. This can be our Sputnik moment. We've awakened from slumber before, and we can do it again. Trump's election hopefully marks the beginning of a new golden era in America, but only if our culture fully wakes up. A culture that once again prioritizes achievement over normalcy, excellence over mediocrity, nerdiness over conformity, hard work over laziness. That's the work we have cut out for us, rather than wallowing in victimhood and just wishing or legislating alternative hiring practices into existence. I'm confident we can do it. Now again, he's not totally wrong, okay? As a culture, as a society, but more importantly, as just human beings, because this has happened throughout human history, we tend to value the physical attributes over the mental attributes, right? The gladiator contest of ancient Rome. They started doing more and more of those because it placated the people, right? Don't focus on the fact that you don't have bread. Look at this cool thing. These guys are fighting over here. This is awesome, right? Every 4 years, we have the Olympics. We don't have Olympics for, math or science, and we should. I've actually advocated for that for a long time. We should have mental Olympics. We have the Super Bowl. We have the World Series. We have, I don't watch basketball, but basketball championships, hockey championships, the Stanley Cup. We have all of these things to celebrate sport and just physical attributes, but not the mind. And that is disappointing. And again, a lot of that is just simply human nature. It's not an American thing. It's a human thing. But here's what gets me about Ramaswamy's talking points here. He is completely wrong because he's blaming the wrong people. Like so many conservatives out there, it's because of you damn lazy parents. Y'all aren't doing the job. Why aren't you having your kids do these things in school? Why aren't you taking them to extracurricular activities on the weekends and after school? One, because both parents have to work these days just in order to be able to afford a home, bud. Parents don't have time because the economy doesn't let them have time. You can thank your old pal Ronald Reagan for that. And it's continued ever since. We no longer have one parent staying home to be able to take little Johnny and little Susie to all these little after-school things, do we? No, we don't. Thanks for that, by the way. You guys did that. Then, of course, the biggest issue of all. All of these things you're wanting. Why are our kids not smarter? Why? Because people like you, Vivek, have been slashing budgets for years and years and years. Since the Great Recession, K through 12 education budgets across this country, all 50 states, have cut a combined $600 billion from their education budgets over the last 10 years. $600 billion. Because, oh, we've got lagging tax revenue. Oh, we don't have the money. We can't do this, so let's cut education first. That's what you guys do. Then W came along, W. Bush. No Child Left Behind. What did No Child Left Behind do? It destroyed public education here in the United States. It became teach to the test. All we got to do is get these kids a passing grade. That's it. That became the standard. In states like Florida, where I live, it's gotten even worse than that. Kids no longer have their yearly standardized testing. Instead, what they have is a very simple and easy test that they take 3 times a year, and it's the same test each time. They take it at the beginning of the school year to see where they're at. They take it again before the Christmas break. Then they take it again towards the end of the year. Same test, same questions, 3 times a year, K through 12. That's what they do. And the teachers will simply teach to that test. There is a reason America is falling behind in math and science and social studies and English, or ELA, whatever they call it now. And it's because people like Vivek Ramaswamy have come along, Republicans, and slashed our budgets. They've destroyed the U.S. Department of Education. You want to know why we're falling behind, Vivek? It's not because of Saved by the Bell or Mallrats. It's because of people like you who think, oh, the government shouldn't be paying for these things. Let's slash, let's cut, let's burn it all down. Look in the mirror and you will see the number one reason, Vivek, why we're falling behind. It's people like you. It's conservatives. It's the ones who say we don't need to fund public education. We don't need these programs. And then you whine and cry about it. Because, why, we're so far behind. We don't have any good engineers anymore. We could, if you guys continued to fund public education and, of course, pay teachers a decent salary to where the good, qualified, competent people finally wanted to do those jobs. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.